Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to discuss how the upcoming month of June is going to be for Scorpio zodiac, and we are going to cover in three aspects, that is love, career, and an overview of how the upcoming month is going to be. And in love as well, there would be two parts: if you are single and if you are in a relationship. So starting with, if you are single, then it seems like you can still be holding on to some past grudges. There can be some past regrets that maybe some failed relationships have been there, and you have been building your hopes of those relationship. From those relationship, there may have been some expectations, some standards that did not get fulfilled. So there is that sense of lack. There is a sense of why didn't things work out, and that is why you can still be dwelling into those emotions. There can be also times when you can blame yourself, or you can question yourself of why did things fail, and was it your fault, and everything. So all those insecurities can be there, and in that dwelling energies, in that zone where you would be more focused towards the failed things, when you would be more focused towards the past, um, you would not be able to very much explore the other choices, the optimism that is still left. So you can feel that things are not going to work your way, so that lack of hope, that lack of optimism can be there, especially when it comes to the initial time. But as the month would flow, you would be able to manage yourself together, manage your insecurities together, and that would require a lot of strength. So this can be a month where you can be focusing more on yourself, managing your own fears and doubts and even negative beliefs when it comes to love. So it is very essential for you to somewhere address your own fears, your own doubts, and make sure that your past is not getting reflected on how you are seeing your upcoming relationships or the connections. Because as the month would flow, or there is a possibility that even now there can be some possible connection that can be building up around you, and you can feel that your partner is somewhere being self-centered, or the connection that you're hoping to get built. You can feel that he or she is somewhere being more self-centered, looking for their own happiness, and this can also make you feel that you would have to put in more efforts, and initially you may not be in that zone to give in more, unless and until you don't feel that the other person is also equally interested. So you can feel that there is a dominance from your possible connection that is coming across, and they are requiring a lot of your energy, to maintain peace, and to maintain that harmony in this connection, or even to build this connection up. You can feel that they are requiring more of your efforts. So this is something that you would have to manage this month. But yes, if you are able to manage with mutual efforts, and if you are able to let go of the issues that are still holding you back, and if you're managing your insecurities well, if you're managing the fears well, then certainly there can be times, especially towards the end, where you would be finding yourself in a happy space kind of a situation, where you would be happy with the way things are going on with you. That may not be turning things into a very significant relationship, or a long term connection, but yes, you would be happy in your own zone, and there can be a possible good connection that can come across, and you can feel that okay, you can live in the moment and have a good time. And now, talking about if you are already in a relationship, so again, this month can start with maybe there can be again some unfulfilled expectations that can be there from your relationship. And maybe past few months have been the months where little things have been bothering you, so you're holding your grudges, you are holding those hurtful things together, and you're not able to let go of the things in your relationship. And it is also possibility that your partner is somewhere also not paying attention on you, and you can feel that your emotions are just being yours, and you're not able to express what you're feeling to your partner. So this can be a state of even after being in a relationship, you can feel that somewhere that emotional support is not coming to you, because your partner is somewhere busy with their own priorities and with their own issues. So they may not be very much present to you. They can also be quite self-centered, thinking more about their own happiness, wishes. And they can even be, there can be times when you can feel that they are in a better space emotionally. And that is why they may not be very much aware of your emotional situation. So you can feel that they are considering things only from their perspective, and they are the ones who are having a good time, and you are the one who is dwelling into all those losing hopes and making things difficult for yourself. So this can be a situation, but it seems like once you are considering that, okay, this is not something that you should be in, and this is not a state where your relationship should be in. So you would be able to talk about your expectations, your standards in a relationship, and it is essential for you to communicate more, to tell them what you're feeling. Because if you feel that they are not being very much bothered, or they are not taking that much action, then it is your responsibility to let your emotions out. And just holding your emotions back and thinking that things would turn out well can be quite can be quite hurtful for you. So it is essential for you to at least let your partner know what you're feeling, and what you expect them, how you expect them to be there around you. Yes, in a relationship, that emotional support is something that should be very natural, but there can be times when your partner can be equipped with a lot of other things, and they may not be very much attentive towards you. So if you're feeling such kind of emotions, then you should be letting all of those out. And with time, as this month would progress, you would be able to manage your emotions well. So even if some things can be triggering initially, some things can there can be an emotional distance from your partner. You can feel that the love is somewhere diminishing. You can overthink all of those emotions as well. But once the month is progressing, you can feel that you are able to take control of that overthinking, you are able to take control of the situations well. And eventually you would be wise enough to take advocate actions, you would be wise enough to express yourself well. And eventually this would put you in a good space in when it comes to your relationship as well. So yes, towards the as the month would progress, you would be able to let go of the overthinking, you would be able to restore your faith in your connection. And you would also be able to surpass that feeling that your partner is not being very much bothered about you, or they're not being very caring towards you. So you can overcome all of those feelings, because as the month would flow, you would be able to have that kind of confidence in your relationship, and you would be able to surpass the insecurities as well. Now, talking about your career in the upcoming month, it seems like the situations can be quite favorable for you when it comes to your career. And you can also feel very comfortable in your work that you're doing. So you can be in any field, you can feel very familiar, even if you're starting something new, even if there are some new opportunities that can come across. If you feel, if you have been trying to look for something better, if you're trying to take a step up when it comes to your career, you can expect those kind of fulfilling opportunities coming up to you. And if you're already in a process to start something new, you can feel a sense of comfort in your zone. And if you and you can feel that the community around you, the people around you, can also be quite supportive. Although yes, there can be some dominance of maybe some superior, or there can be a particular person who can be very judgmental towards you, because they would be requiring you to do your best. So even if they can show their dominance over you, and they can show that they are the one in power, that is because they themselves can be quite determined towards their work, and they would expect you to be equally dedicated and equally determined towards goals and everything. So if you find yourself in such situation, then do not be upset, or do not feel that that dominance may not work in your favor. Take it positively, take it in a way that you can still thrive in that pressure, and you would be able to make things quite better for you. And overall as well, if you have been thinking to change things, if you are in a process to make some good changes, maybe relocating or anything, if you're in that process as well, then you can also feel that you have that confidence, especially if you're shifting places, if you're trying something new, then you can feel that confidence coming up. You can feel that the universe is somewhere being supportive of your actions. And with good planning, with taking some calculative risk, you would be able to achieve what you have been planning. So professionally, things can be quite positive, and more than practical benefits, more than material gains, this month can be the month where you can feel emotionally happy. You can feel that your career is something providing you that emotional happiness as well. So instead of looking for that material gains, instead of looking for that material benefits as of now, make sure that whatever you're doing is fulfilling you, is making you feel comfortable, is making you feel happy in your work. And yes, there can be some supportive energies around you as well. And because this month can be the month where you can explore more choices, there can be some equally tempting choices that can be across you. So make sure that when you're making some kind of decisions in regards of them, if you are in the middle of taking some choice, if you're in the middle of making some choices and taking some new paths, then you're considering the things that are eventually going to be beneficial for you in the long run. So put your focus and put your mindset towards gaining long term benefits and building strong foundations as of now. And yes, be confident in whatever you're doing, be confident in your skill set, because eventually you would be feeling that happiness across you when it comes to career. And yes, even if you feel there are certain hardships, because there can be times when you can do things you're not very much experienced in, or this can be a month where some kind of challenges can appear and you can feel that you're new at it and you may not have equipped knowledge about it. But if you are willing to work in that direction, then just go for it, have that lead, have that confidence, learn about it, and then take the necessary actions to get a step closer towards your achievements, towards your goals. So overall, this month can be a good positive month for you. But yes, you would have to take care of your emotions very well, because there can be a times of there can be actually many times of that emotional vulnerability. You can feel that your insecurities are popping up and you're not able to decide that whether it is your intuition or your fear that is guiding you. So there can be a lot of times for that, and that is why it is necessary for you to be patient when it comes to getting the results. It is necessary for you to trust on your skills, because yes, the environment can also be quite competitive around you, and you can feel that the kind of efforts that you're putting in, the results are getting delayed. So do not be focused towards why things are not working very quickly, but instead focus on that once you're getting those rewards would be actually very beneficial for you. So do not be upset when it comes to waiting for those results, because the results are there and they would be eventually coming to you. It is just that this can be a phase where because you are more triggered from your insecurities, from your fears, then you would have to certainly wait for the abundance of love and happiness, and even the rewards that you're waiting for. So you certainly have to make sure that your focus, your determination is towards your goals. And when it comes to goals, it is not just about your professional goals, but it is also about your personal goals. So maybe if you have been feeling some there should be some personal advancement, there should be some personal fulfillment as well, then you should be willing to put your efforts. And again, that patience is required, because the results are definitely there. It is just that they can take some time to come to you. And meanwhile, in the process, the hopes should be high, the expectations should be high, the faith within yourself should be high. So this is something that you need to take care, that no matter what the obstacles are coming your way, no matter what the difficulties are coming your way, you have enough confidence to surpass all of them, and you have enough confidence to lead the way with a sense of victory, a sense of achievement as well. And also, one thing that you need to consider is that make sure that you're not sharing your plans or your future commitments or anything that you're planning with others, because others can be very much concerned about your progress. They can be very much keeping an eye kind of a situation on your work, on your advancement. So make sure that you're not giving out too many details when it comes to your life, when it comes to your future plans. Keep them towards yourself, be very determined, be willing, but keep them to yourself. And even if you would have to share, just share things on the surface level, do not go into the details. And yes, overall this can be a month of fighting those inner battles and then eventually winning. So this can be that month where you would be able to surpass those insecurities and walk out as a winner. So this can be a very progressing kind of a month. It is just that you would have to make sure that the overthinking is not winning, and you are the one who is taking the lead. You are the one who is taking over all those obstacles that are coming up. And this can also be quite inspiring to others as well. So once they would see that you are emerging from some difficult circumstances, once people are seeing you that you are taking the lead, even if the situation is some kind of difficult, they would be giving you that respect. They would be also admiring you as well. So trust yourself, trust the universe that your actions would be supported, and eventually this month can turn into a good month for you. So yes, that's it for the Scorpio zodiac, and we would be covering the other remaining zodiacs in the upcoming videos. Stay tuned, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and have a great day ahead.